Well, he'll never get the credit, but it was clear that Dennis Rodman was the best player that anyone had ever seen at that time when it came to the Chicago Bulls. When he first came to the Bulls in '96, Dennis Rodman was probably the best defensive player to ever play, period. And you got to think about what happened when Dennis Rodman went up against the Seattle Supersonics. Seattle was like the best team in the NBA next to the Bulls. You know, the Bulls won 70 some odd games and everything else. So, I'm sorry about that. But it was just, this is crazy right now. I'm telling you, it's just so much weirdness going on right now. Telling you, man, they got to fix a lot of this stuff here. But Dennis Rodman and going up against the Seattle Supersonic, you got to understand, they had Gary Payton, all right? Gary Payton, the glove. They had Big Sam Perkins. They had Sean Kemp, the Rain Man. And Rodman was just mentally that guy. I mean, really, mentally. There was no way in hell Dennis Rodman wasn't the best defensive player of the year. He just didn't care. He didn't care to go out there and try to score all the points. He just like, I'll play defense. And what he did from a rebounding standpoint in 95, 96, do you realize what all he's done? Like, from a rebounding standpoint, it's like completely incredible. He was totally took the Seattle Supersonics out of the NBA Finals, single handedly shutting down Sean Kemp, single handedly crippling the Seattle Supersonics in game two and when they went to the Seattle. He single handedly was the best player on the court. Even George Karl had to, he said, Dennis Rodman. It was just amazing. We couldn't do anything because he was shutting it down. He was making those guys shoot when they didn't want to shoot. He made it really uncomfortable for these superstars to perform. So, with that being said, you had situations that should have gotten him the MVP, but that was never going to happen. That was never going to happen. Like he said, there was a point in time when David Stern told him if he gets one more tattoo, he's going to be out of the NBA. They were so scared of Dennis Rodman that he was just an anomaly. Like, where did this bad man come from? Well, Dennis Rodman was averaging about 15. He was averaging 1,000 rebounds a season in Detroit for like I don't know how long. Like he was averaging like 1,000, 1,500. Like 91, 92 season was probably one of his best years, next to the 97, 98, and the 95, 96 season. Forget about it. In the 97, 98 season, he was just grabbing more rebounds. Vintage Dennis. If you needed Dennis Rodman to go out to score points, he could score you some points. But that's not what he was drawn to do. Okay? He wasn't drawn to do that. Dennis Rodman was made to be a defensive player. He was smart. He knew the entire game. That was just what he did. But against the Seattle Supersonics, there was no way David Stern was going to hand over the most valuable player award to Dennis Rodman. And most of the sports writers, I don't know who didn't say he was. All the sports writers were saying, well, Dennis Rodman was really the guy that won. And I'm like, wait a minute. If all you guys are saying that at press row, you guys vote on who's the most valuable player. How come you didn't vote for Dennis Rodman? He should have clearly won. That's one MVP award in the NBA Finals that Michael Jordan should not have had. All the other ones are non-debatable. But the one he should have never ever had was in that season. Because he ain't the one that won it. Serious. Dennis Rodman completely discombobulated the Seattle Supersonics. So, from a defensive standpoint, there was nothing done like it. And if you ask George Karl still to this day, he will tell you, Dennis Rodman shut us down. And that's just that.